From the Dual City Studios in Texas, USA, it is the award-winning In-Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Just ahead, Richard Jones from the Mustang Club of Houston. Jeff will have the cruise in and events calendars. Mr. Mars is going to have driving destinations. And I'll bring you stories making automotive news headlines this week. Howdy. Along with Mike Out of This World Mars, we always need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us. David Ainsley. He is nowhere to be found. He's in some sort of a class. I can only... Is it a Lamaze class?
I don't know.
I don't know what. I don't.
No, you know what he said. You know what? I've got class, and he.
Yeah,
That's
no. Listen, that boy would not get out of bed for a start of an 8:30 class in the morning on a Saturday. No. Maybe it's a drive. Maybe he got caught driving too fast or something, and he had to go take one of those.
Defensive driving class.
A defensive driving class. Remember those?
Yeah.
Do they still have those? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Had a granddaughter just finished one.
Really?
Yes.
I don't mean to laugh.
Because it was mandated or what?
Well, it was that or pay a bigger fine.
So it was a speeding ticket.
Close enough accident. Little accident.
Didn't it used to be if you didn't pay the fine, they'd make you go in the Army?
I don't know about that. The Army?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm just messing with Mike. He's always got a granddaughter story, an accident, a part failed, ticket.
She's going to have to go live with somebody else now.
He's got a full life out there.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on over there. All right, so let's talk to Richard Jones. Richard is the head honcho at the Mustang Club of Houston. Richard, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all doing?
Well, we're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's kind of a gloomy day, but I'm doing good.
I know. Well, that's quite a necklace you're showing us there.
Yeah.
Can you kind of tilt your camera up? Just there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There you are. Perfect. Okay. It's good to talk to you. Mustang Club of Houston. How many members you got?
About 80.
80
about
members?
80 members.
About
80 members,
yeah. 80 members. So I assume that you probably have about, 60 cars?
About that. Yeah, about 60, 65 cars. Yes, sir.
Because usually, it's a husband and wife thing, and so you got to count both of those as club members. Yeah, father, son, whatever the case may be.
That's true.
So Mustang Club of Houston's been around a while.
It's been around 33 years. We celebrated our 30th anniversary 3 years ago. So now it's after that, so we're 33 years old.
33 years old, just a youngster.
Yes, sir.
So Richard, please tell me that when you have meetings that you don't have somebody read the minutes of the last meeting. Please tell me that.
No, we don't have anybody to read the minutes. We post our minutes online, and people can go and look at the minutes online, and then at the meeting, we can ask to look at the minutes, and we vote on approval of the minutes from the past meeting. No.
Okay. Because I remember a day, it's back in the day, when I was a member of a Corvette club, and we had a once-a-month meeting, and it filled up a ballroom of a hotel somewhere. Somebody paid some money for that, and one of the things that had to be done is read the minutes of the meeting from last time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to go and find something to do for the next 10 minutes while the meetings from the last meeting are read.
Yeah.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page and we both hate minutes being read at the meeting.
I remember back in minutes in church. We don't do that. Anyone knows.
Oh, well, here's what happened last time. We don't care what happened last time.
So, Richard, how long have you been president of this club?
This is my 5th year.
5th year.
Fifth year.
Yes.
Are you an incumbent? That's because that's either because you're so popular they keep, or nobody else wants to have your job.
Let Richard do it.
That ladder. Nobody wants to step up.
Nobody else wants to do it.
Yeah.
Well,
but I don't mind it really though.
No, I was going to say. I mean, it's fun. Hey, look, you're on the In-Wheel Time Show.
Yeah.
So
and
you
y'all
can't
are
beat that.
y'all are a very active club. You've always got something going on.
We do. Uh, yes, we are on a cruise right now. We're driving down the
Wow.
highway, well, parked on the side of the road, but we're on our way to Blessing, Texas, to the Blessing Hotel for lunch.
Oh, nice.
How far is Blessing from where y'all started?
About maybe an hour.
Okay, 50,
Yeah.
60 miles, something
Yeah.
like
We
that.
started in
Started
Sealy,
in Sea.
and then we're going to start going the back way to Blessing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that
That's a good
sounds like a
cruise.
fun deal.
Yeah.
Has it been
Yeah,
raining on you at all?
not at all. Not at all.
That's
We
good.
thought it was, but
That's
it
good.
hadn't been. It hadn't rained.
Because, that car wash that we spent hours on this morning before the actual cruise
Yeah.
would be ruined. And I've been on many of those too. I will tell you that. It's so disappointing for about 30 seconds, and then you go, whatever, and just
forget
get
it.
wash it
Yeah.
again.
So Richard,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah.
what are you driving right now? What are you sitting in?
I am sitting in a 2020 EcoBoost Mustang, a 2.3 liter EcoBoost Mustang.
And it's got almost 300 horsepower.
It has about 310 from the factory, but I have a little bit more because I added a coal into K&N, coal air intake. I added MBRP catback, and so it boosted the horsepower like by 335 to 340. So it's a bit more
Nice.
boost than it did when I bought it.
Yeah.
A little grocery getter.
And everybody says, a 4-cylinder Mustang. I'm not going to do that. Why?
Yeah,
Because it gets good gas mileage
Yeah.
and it's got horsepower.
Yeah.
it gets great gas mileage, great horsepower.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, is it an automatic or is it a standard?
It's an automatic.
Yeah.
They already make standards anymore.
Well, thank you for that. Yes, I know. I've got an old Corvette that is a standard transmission, and I'm longing for the day that I can push my foot on the accelerator and don't have to shift gears again. But there is that. Yeah. So, how many cars are on this cruise on this Saturday morning with you?
About 7 or 8 cars,
Uh-oh.
because when you have a mention about 7 cars going, we're
Oh,
going to
yeah.
have like about maybe about 20,
It's
25.
okay.
But people, back. It's still fun though.
Yes,
Right.
of course. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
You're gonna eat lunch anyway, so you
yeah,
might as well go enjoy it.
That's exactly right. So
Yeah,
are you
yeah.
about 20 minutes away? 20 minutes away from your destination?
We're about 10.
Oh, 10.
We're
Okay.
about 10
Nice.
Yep.
So
minutes
you're
away.
almost there. So do you guys do
Yeah.
this like once a month or something?
Almost there. We do different things on different months. Like next month we have a thing called, we're gonna do a house cream social gathering, like there, and where we meet and have ice cream and going to. It's called Heidi Ice Cream in Katy, and people employed at that establishment or handicapped disabled people, and I think that's
Oh,
a
very
great
good.
cause.
Yeah. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
So you get some ice cream and you support them.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our big thing is
All
coming
right.
up in a big thing coming up in August, where we're going to take a cruise hopefully take a cruise to Atlanta, because the Mustang Club of America is that's the parent company of all the charter clubs out here in the country. And it's turning
How fun.
50 years old.
I'll bet you that they're expecting thousands of Mustangs for that.
They're expecting a lot. Just like a couple of weeks ago, we had a thing in Galveston called Mustang, and we had about maybe close to 4,000 Mustangs in Galveston about a month ago.
Yes,
For
I
Mustang.
remember us talking about that. I don't know why we didn't have somebody on the air with us. I think Mars tried, but everybody went, oh, wait a minute. You're going to go to this event. We're not going to be bogged down by some sort of moron on the radio talking to us about this. Isn't that right, Mars?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you just agree. Yeah. Yeah, he's agreeing. Yeah, there's that. Well, all right. Do you have any classic Mustangs in the club?
Small amount of class. We had a lot more things, but now like about maybe one or two. One of our guys, he has like a 72 one. He just repurchased about 2 years ago, and that's about it right now.
Yeah. So most of the Mustangs
Not
are
that many.
more late model.
Yes, sir. More late.
Yeah.
'Cause y'all are when you do your
Yeah.
activities, like you say, you're going to cruise to Atlanta. You're going to Blessing today. You do a lot of driving, and I would
Mhm.
think probably some of the older 64, 5.6s Mustangs, they probably don't drive quite so well. Maybe.
That's true. It's saying don't have. It's like on cruise like that. It's kind of hard because really we do a lot of drive. As a matter of fact, my Mustang right now, I'm looking at the dial, has 103,577 miles on it.
And what year
Wow.
is it?
We drive a lot. We drive a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and you said it's a 2000?
And it's 2020.
A 2020.
A 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, sir. Grabber
So
line.
you're averaging 20,
it's only
20 plus
6
thousand miles a year.
Yeah. Yeah. They drive
Well,
a lot.
The national insurance average is 17,000 in Houston. So, but he's not in Houston.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
17?
it's around
I'll be-
17,000, the national
okay.
average.
Yeah.
Well,
I drive a
Richard,
lot.
it's great to talk to you. How do we get a hold of you? And not your phone number now. You like
You can
your
get a hold
website.
to MCOA.org.
We also have Facebook.
And we also have
MCOH.
Facebook. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to send
RG.
we're going to send some Mustang people over to you and say hello.
You got
Okay.
you got a coach with
Sounds
you?
good.
You got a co-pilot?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think he does.
My wife is on the side right here.
There she is.
She's
There,
waving.
there she is. Yeah.
She's waving.
Yeah.
She's
So what
waving.
kind of Mustang does she drive?
So the one that they're in.
Well, okay.
She drives this.
This
She
Yeah.
drives
Driving
all
the
right.
Edge.
or Ford
Gotcha.
Edge.
All right. Well, listen, man, thank you so much for taking the time talking to us today. Get back on the road and be safe
You're
getting on
welcome.
the road now. And stay in touch with us. We look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thank you, sir.
Try the
Thank
soup
you.
and sandwich. Don't forget to tip your
The
waitress.
soup and sandwich and tip the waitress.
Oh, I will.
Hey, all right.
I-
Coming up, Jeff
I
is going
will.
to have the cruise in. Okay, Jeff's going to have the cruise in and events calendars, and I'll have the stories making automotive news headlines. We're also going to tap into Mr. Mars' driving destinations.
Yeah.
So let's do that after this next break. Shall
Perfect.
we do that, Mr. Mars?
Perfect.
Sure.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back.
The Tex-Mex dining experience is defined by Lupi Tortilla, your destination for Texas's best beef fajitas and frozen margaritas. Since 1983, Lupi Tortilla has served authentic and time-tested recipes made with the freshest ingredients. Atmosphere is part of the award-winning experience at Lupi Tortilla, all developed in a little house near Highway 6 and I-10 in Houston. Visit any of the Lupi Tortillas and you'll see the same attention to detail in each and every location. Start your Lupi experience with queso flammeado and guacamole, along with a classic frozen margarita. Dine on famous Lupi beef and chicken fajitas or pepper shrimp brochette, or a fish or vegetarian entree, and finish with a scrumptious flan for dessert. Find Lupi Tortilla in Houston, College Station, Beaumont, Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas-Fort Worth. There's a Texas location near you. The recipes are authentic and time-tested. The ingredients always fresh. Lupi Tortilla. Eats pretty good. Apple or Android, In Wheel Time podcast can be found everywhere, on the stream and through downloads. Whether you're on the road or at home and searching for a fun car talk show, give In Wheel Time a try. Honest new car reviews, fun, informative interviews with real car people, weekly automotive news, features like Jeff's Car Culture, Mike's Driving Destinations, all on In Wheel Time. Check us out on SiriusXM Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or while you're shopping on Amazon through Amazon Music. InWheelTime.com has a list, so check us out.
Live show every week. In Wheel Time airs Saturdays, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And, of course, if you miss it, you can catch the 30-minute podcast from this show and others from your favorite podcast store. It's free, and thanks for joining us today. Mr. Mars, you know what else we forgot? forgot auto history. So we're going to play that after we have Jeff's cruise in. But first, though, let's do driving destinations. I know that we teased that, so let's do that if you don't mind.
Where is
Sure.
that at, Michael?
So
right.
it's been a long time since I was over in Houston running around like in the previous life, but there's a lot of things to do over there. We talked about fun and play. Then we're going to talk about date night, trying to find something that's a little bit different for date night
Without a
in
gun.
Houston. Without a gun, hopefully. If not, be sure you go to a place that gives you one when you go in.
There you go.
So we're going to start with Captain Foxhart's Bad News and Bar Spirit Lounge. Now, if you're not sure where it's at because you're going to walk right past it, it's very speakeasy-ish looking. It's tucked away in an upstairs area in downtown Houston. It's kind of a moody cocktail spot, low lighting, vintage lounge vibes, and it's got a very nice hidden skyline view of the city from the patio area. The drinks are serious without getting pretentious. It's kind of a place where you might hang around a little bit longer than you might want to. Now, if you're looking for something a little different from that, you might go to something with a little weirdness. Go to Beetlejuice. Now, this is going to have your neon lights. You're going to have sci-fi decor. You're going to have creative cocktails and some pretty good pizza in this place. So it's kind of like a restaurant, but it's really not. It's more relaxed, quirky, and it's great for people that just want to go someplace, have a few laughs, and kind of sit through some unexpected experiences and just something to be different. Then from there, if you want to go something back to more quiet, more intimate, you check out La Carafe. This historic little wine bar, and it is historic because the building was built in 1847. The Kennedy Bakery is what used to be there, and the Kennedys actually owned this building for 5 generations before it was sold, and it's considered the most haunted bar in Houston.
Oh.
So you're going to have lots of candlelight, old brick walls. You're going to have handwritten tabs, not the computer touch screens. So there's no rush here. If you just want to go someplace that's nice and slow and have a real conversation, kind of feel a little bit different from the normal Houston nightlife that I'm aware of.
Get yourself
Now-
a gin fizz.
No,
Yeah.
La Carafe. Oh, La Carafe.
La Carafe.
Carafe.
La
Yes.
Carafe.
La
So
Carafe.
from there, if you want to stay casual but get outdoors a little bit more, you might go to the Axelrad Beer Garden. Now, this is a place that you're going to find. It's actually in the old Axelrod grocery that was built in the 1920s. So hence you get the name of the beer garden. You're going to have, it's going to be out underneath the trees. You got live music. You got food trucks nearby. So it's kind of a laid back crowd with some picnic tables and just kind of a place you can go settle in and hang around for a place just to kind of have a nice time in the evening.
Looks like you could probably take your dog with you to that type of event there.
Oh, you might could.
Yeah.
Then the other one, the last one I wanted to bring up was a place called the Little Dipper Bar. Now, this is small. It's retro, kind of low key. It's got that old Houston neighborhood bar energy with the vintage decor and a little relaxed atmosphere that kind of makes it easy to kind of go in and just settle down and have some light conversation and just have a relaxed evening if you're looking for something like that.
We got
Again, a lot
pinball
of these
machines
places-
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Arcade.
these places are downtown. This one's downtown in the 300 block of Main Street. So there's a lot of places you can go for date nights. It's not necessarily about spending a lot of money and going out to a big fancy place. Just kind of take a little drive and find something different and see where things go.
Perfect.
Very nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
Me too.
Well, in that same vein, Jeffrey has the cruise in and events calendar.
All righty. We've got the Taylor Swap Meet. These are all going on.
I was waiting for you to say Taylor Swift, but Taylor,
Swift
Swap.
Meet. Yeah. Yeah. The 15th, which is next weekend from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's at the Murphy Park Pavilion in Taylor, Texas at 1600 Veterans Drive. It's just a swap meet and good old boys getting together, chit-chatting and swapping stories and swapping parts. May cruise-in car show and swap meet at the Faux Real Trade Days.
Faux Real?
Faux Real.
Faux
This is
Real?
in Liberty, Texas at 180 Independence Street. This goes from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's on May 16th.
Wait a minute. Let me see the faux.
Faux?
Faux real.
Faux Real.
Oh, F-A-U-X
Yeah,
real.
Faux.
Faux
Yeah,
real.
Faux Real.
Thibodeau for real.
Uh-huh.
Aye. The May Cruising Car Show Swap Meet is scheduled there at that event. It's the first Saturday of every month. It goes from 9 to 5. Attendees will find food trucks, live music, coffee, treats,
Wait a
and a
minute.
variety
May the
of
16th
vendors.
is not the first Friday of every month.
No, it's This one is this. It's Saturday of each month. Takes place Saturday of each month.
I see.
But this one is the 16th. Crossroad Cruisers Car Show. It's at Riverside Park Special Event Center in Victoria, Texas. We all know where that's at. 407 Memorial. Its registration begins at 8. Judging's at 11. So we don't judge around here. Awards will be presented.
We judge
at 3
everything.
o'clock. Top 30 awards and the 5 best awards. So there you go. Then you got the Southern Pontiac Firebirds on the border. This is in Alamo, Texas, which is really down by the border, down in the McAllen, Laredo area. If you want to travel down there, that's great. It's May 17th from noon to 5 at the Rail Yard 83. It's 106 North 9th Street. Pontiac Firebirds, Trans Ams, they all gather near the border. Takes place from noon to 5 at the Rail Yard, so be there. Street Runners cruise into Buc-ee's. This is always a fun one. It's in Killeen at Lions Park. Street Runners meet every Sunday night at the Lions Club, and they cruise on over to Buc-ee's, get yourself a sandwich and beaver nuggets and all that good stuff. And then you got the car meet at 403 Eats coming up in Tomball. That's the 17th. And I actually got some buddies in a band that are going to be playing out there at 403 Eats, I think, in the next couple of weeks. I might even be at that event, so I'll keep you abreast of that.
Take me with you.
I don't know if I'm going. I just know that buddies of mine are playing out there.
If you go,
Okay.
take me with you. Will you?
I'll take you with me.
Just-
I'll take you anywhere.
Put him in the cargo area of the Buick, Jeff, and just tag him along.
Time now for This Week in Auto History, Mr. Mars.
So where are we at, Michael?
Yes, sir. We found a few things that we thought were really interesting this week in auto history. Starting in May the 3rd, 1919, W.O. Bentley officially founded Bentley Motors. His idea was to build a fast car, build a good car, and make it the best in class. And what they did to get their reputation going for their engineering excellence, they went out and did endurance races like Le Mans, and they even made it to the Indy 500 in 1922. And this is the type of activities that built up their creds inside the market. And even today, it's much respected as a handcrafted British luxury performance automobile. Then in May the 4th in 1904, we often talk about the Oldsmobile Curve Dash vehicle that Ransom Olds brought out. It was it's one of the first mass-produced automobiles. It was a lightweight runabout, single-cylinder engine, made it very reliable. But the thing was that a lot of his assembly techniques actually predated Henry Ford's moving assembly line. So he proved that you could build a car efficiently. And one of the things that helped this thing get started, it was actually a fire in 1901. All the prototypes for the new Oldsmobiles burned except for the curved dash runabout. So by it being the only survivor, they built 2,500 in 1902 of them. And that's what really kicked it off. And they built 19,000 total before it went out of production. Then
Sounds arson.
arson. Then in May the 5th, 1964, now we're talking again about the Mustang. We talked about before how the Mustang rollout was so successful that they sold 1 million of these things the very first year. But one thing I did not know, along with the World's Fair and the nationwide dealership rollout to where everybody showed at the same time, 3 weeks after that, Mustang was to be the pace car for the 64 Indianapolis 500. So it got a lot of attention there. And then they also launched the pace car edition immediately right behind that. And that even drove more traffic to the showrooms. And that's part of the ways that they ended up selling 1 million of these the very first year it rolled out.
Wow.
May the 5th, 1925, Chrysler introduces the four-wheel hydraulic brakes. We were talking earlier about the wire brakes versus the hydraulic. So Chrysler was very much into technology and trying to push new things out into the marketplace, particularly improving on the mechanical braking systems. And then coming up in May the 7th, 1946, I thought this was very interesting. The Tokyo Telecommunications Engineering Corporation was founded. Now, that sounds like a mouthful, but what happened was in 1958, this actually became Sony, the very famous Sony electronics company that went on to influence automotive technology with radios and cassette players, CDs, nav systems, things that we're still having things from Sony show up in our cars today. So they really made a big deal, big impact on the automobile industry. May the 7th, 1998. Oh, this is terrible. When Mercedes-Benz announces the Chrysler merger, what was listed publicly as being a 50-50 deal, that they were both going to be co-equal partners. Immediately, the lawsuits had started because it was reality. Mercedes-Benz was taking over Chrysler, and Chrysler was into it because they were in a bind and they wanted to they wanted to survive. Is what it amounted to. So this merger lasted 7 years before all the lawsuits were about over, and it kind of dissolved back into Chrysler and Mercedes-Daimler. Finally, on May the 8th, 1984, Chrysler introduces the minivan, the Dodge Caravan and the Plymouth Voyager. And this really revolutionized family transportation with a modern minivan. The station wagon was still available, but this was so much more user-friendly with the front-wheel drive, the sliding side doors, car-like handling. It actually handled a lot better than most station wagons. So it quickly became a suburban staple. And even today, a lot of companies use these for moving people around at events and stuff because it's so easy to get in and out of. Mm-hmm. And that's some of the things we found this week in automotive history.
Thank you,
Nice,
sir.
Perfect.
Consumers, albeit a small number, who use artificial intelligence tools to buy a vehicle, report being more pleased with the outcome than those who don't use them, according to the Cox Automotive 2025 Car Buyer Survey. The findings, including buyers enjoying real-time answers and personalized recommendations, could signal a shift in how consumers research vehicles and how dealerships respond. The study, released in January for the first time, includes data on customers using AI to buy vehicles, Gen Z and millennial shoppers, buyers with children, and multicultural buyers lead the shift in AI use, according to Cox. Cox surveyed 2,300 car buyers August 6th through September 5th who purchased a new or used vehicle within the previous 12 months. And new vehicle inventories fell to 2.85 million at the start of May as elevated fuel prices drove demand for hybrids and electric vehicles to record levels while supplies of such models dropped, data firm Catalyst IQ said. Despite representing about 1 in 5 vehicles marketed for sale, hybrids were both the fastest turning powertrain type and had the lowest days supply, according to Catalyst. Hybrids advertised for sale spent an average of 59 days on a dealership lot compared to 75 days for traditional gasoline-powered vehicles and 114 days for EVs, which had supplies of 77 and 79 days. Hybrids had a 67-day supply. So if you're looking for a hybrid, better get marching out there right away because the inventories are continuing to drop because those are the hot potatoes,
Getting
so
lean.
to speak. Yeah. All right. We'd love to hear from you. Shoot us an email. The address info@inwheeltime.com. We're going to wrap up today's show right after this quick break.
Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors, Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get it protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today and online at gcautoshield.com. Gift giving should be meaningful, and we have an idea. A hand-painted custom illustration of your car from one of the nation's leading artists. Now you can get one or a car show poster customized for you, a friend, or a loved one. Bill Sites will be happy to guide you through the process. No matter what the day, birthday, anniversary, or any day, an Autographics custom illustration adds an extra touch of class to any home. Call Bill today, 832-922-0963. That's 832-922-0963.
Well, that's all for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Be sure and check us out online at inwheeltime.com. We're always looking for new, informative, and great automotive things to bring our global audience. If you have an idea, an event, road trip, or tall tale you'd like us to feature, let us know. Our email address is info at InWheelTime.com. When you're searching for award-winning car talk, you can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 on the In Wheel Time app. And you can find also on our website, InWheelTime.com. Grab a podcast from your favorite podcast store. We video stream our live show every Saturday, 10 to noon on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. The In Wheel Time video coordinator is We Always Need More, Jeff Zekin. For booking agent and video editor, Mike Out of This World Mars. Chief engineer, David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Thanks to our weekly show contributors, Jeff Heitzman and George Skelton. We hope you'll join us again next week for another live edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show from our Dual City Studios, 10 to noon Central Time. Have a great, safe weekend, and so long for now. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.